Hello legends and super legends. Welcome to Veloharmony. Today I want to unbox what Rapha calls the Pro Team gloves or Pro Team mitts. This is a summer glove. Most of you who have seen some of my videos recently, of course, recognize that I made comments in one of them where I said I prefer to ride barehanded when it's hot because I just feel more comfortable. But that when I hook up with a group, I wear my lightweight gloves. I mean, those are kind of long. The one I showed, they were long in the tooth. And let's face it, after a while, gloves get a little smelly and whatever. I keep them pretty clean, but they're worn. You know, I've had them for years. They were like the ones that they worked with Team Sky on, the lightweight ones. So I've been looking for summer gloves that would be like you're not wearing any gloves. And these seem to fit the bill. I read the reviews. And people in Thailand, Malaysia, other places have been using them and had made comments about how they were. I mean, there were some negative comments that said there's no padding or whatever. But when you buy a product, you have to pay attention to the function that the manufacturer intended for it to perform. So if you're looking for gloves that have padding or whatever else, I'm not really sure why. These would not be them. You shouldn't have to have padding on your gloves if your bike fits you. So a lot of times when people ask about padding on gloves, I kind of laugh because you shouldn't have weight on the bars anyway to where you need. I like to feel the bars. That's why I love riding on my leather tape bare hands. I want to feel the bars. And these seem to fit the bill. So I waited till they put them on sale. The red ones are on sale, so I got them, and I got black at regular price. The red marked down about 30%. So here I'll start with the red. The reason I got these colors, of course, black goes with everything. And when it comes from function, if you notice, all my bikes, my tapes are black. I don't have to worry about them looking a little gnarly, like if you put white tapes on there. Been there, done that. And with leather, I just wipe the tape when I clean the bike with a damp rag and it's ready to go. But I got this color because I think it's going to go with the Veloharmony team kit really well, because the jersey that we're getting has a lot of red in it. And it's a black jersey with red murals worked into it, those of you who have seen the design. So I got these because these were on sale and I figured they would work. So I have not even removed the tag. I just pulled it out of the bag. And I tried them on last night, and I think they're going to be fine because when you put them on, they're almost like second skin, very soft. Very smooth. I mean, they're just, and I love the fit. It's not constricting. This is a size large. I mean, you can use their size chart. Rapha's having a summer sale now, and probably by November, they will get more aggressive in trying to get rid of this year's goods, because that's when they're really marking them out 50% or more. That's when I get most of my little things that I need. I keep a list of what I need and what I'm running out of. I don't just indiscriminately buy cycling stuff. So you can see it's got red and then it's got Rapha in orange. Now, I chose this one because coincidentally, you can see the orange on the logo up there. That logo is going to be on our team kit. And also with the red mural, I was like, wow, these gloves will be perfect on the bars when I'm wearing them. Let me take this off here. They hook these with, Rapha's really into being fancy. They hook like a little fancy hook here. Let me see if I can undo it with one hand. There. So I got one of them out. Get the other one out so I can put on both gloves so you can see them. I will undo the other one before I put it on because I think it's easier. There we go. So what I did is, it's kind of hard when you buying stuff online because a lot of times the color is not true to what you see on the computer. This one worked out to where it's pretty good. So if you can imagine these against the jersey that will have that red mural, those of you who have seen the team kit design know what I'm talking about. So I feel like, wow, this would be nice to every now and then wear these. And they don't have to only go with the team kit. But as I'm wearing these right now, it's as if to say I'm wearing nothing. And that was some of the negative reviews that Rapha got on their site from people who bought them. I laughed because to purchase a glove that is intended to disappear and then complain that there are no pads in it said that you didn't do your homework. So don't blame the product. The product was designed for a certain thing. The other thing I like about it, I'm going to show you really up close, are the seams. They're reinforced. You know how gloves kind of get a little tattered and bend over and whatever? They reinforce these two middle fingers. I'm sure there's a good reason that they chose those two fingers underneath. Maybe that's where you grab the bars and they sit on there, but they've got a recycling specific reason. They didn't say, but I saw that difference. It's reinforced with a material that's tougher than this, but almost like a neoprene, well, not really, maybe polyelastane, but it's a little elastic, but it reinforces that because I believe these are the two fingers where the gloves kind of roll over because they get a lot of friction when you're actually holding the bars. So I was like, man, it's these little details that draw me to Rapha continually, besides the fact that they love our sport and they understand the history. So on both of the fingers, you can see the red. The red are reinforcements on the underside to protect the gloves from rolling back. These are the two fingers that get the most traffic. That makes sense because that's around the bars. So when they put these little details, what it does for me personally is it says that the gloves are designed for cycling. It's not an afterthought. And then up here, you have a place as usual to wipe your nose. You can't really tell, but the material here, the material, let me turn my hand this way. The material here on the thumb material is different than this on the back of the glove. So they put a material, so your entire back of your thumb area, use this hand. This entire triangular area is a wipe. Wipe your nose, wipe whatever, wipe the sweat. That's what it's for. This is a different material, almost like our jersey material, but just light and smooth, like elastane. And then the inside is almost like a smooth, maybe suede, velvety kind of feeling. And it's all airy with little holes. I mean, this is what I call technical wear. So I researched it months ago and just waited until they put it on sale. So I jumped on as soon as it got to 30% because I don't think they're going to stick around long because the quantities are selling out. So these are the red ones, and you can see how cool they look. You put them on the bars, it's very visible. They'll work with any kind of kit you got that goes with red. Even if you wore all blue, you can wear these gloves So I get colors that I can use a lot. I don't like to get stuff that's going to sit around waiting for special occasions. But I cannot begin to tell you enough, as I stand here with these gloves on my hand, they feel cool. Besides this thing hanging, they feel like I'm wearing nothing. And that's what I was going for. So they're definitely a keeper, regardless of how long they may last. So they got a little bit of elastic, but then look at the part that hits your wrist. Look what they did. It just disappears. It just disappears. I mean, nothing to irritate you. And it's easy to get on. Then they reinforce the inside. So, yeah, there aren't too many manufacturers out there giving this kind of special attention to the little things that make us more comfortable when we're out there. And so that's why I always start with Rapha when I'm looking for what I call technical wear. Those arm screens in the other video that I made about riding in the heat, I got them from Rapha for the very same reason. Because not all arm screens are created equal. You got to make sure they're light enough to let that air through so you're not hot out there. But these guys, they feel cool to the skin. I don't know how they did it. I'm wearing it. Even though I'm indoors, they feel cooler than when I take them off. So I don't understand how it's making my hand feel cool right now. All on both sides. So I don't really understand that. Very easy to get off. A little bit of elastic feel. I mean, it's just feels like a tight fitting jersey on your hand. So yeah, they did a great job with this one. So I will be riding with either this color or the black. I'm just going to take out the black and show you how it looks. The black's very popular, so they did not put it on sale. A lot of cyclists that are in the know default to black technical wear, meaning gloves, socks, shorts. Because the things you're going to use the most, you don't want them looking tatty because you got a white glove, and every little thing you run into shows on it. So black gloves are more functional. You don't have to worry about them getting stained and all that kind of stuff. That's the reason why the black functional stuff sells. I'm taking these off so I can wear both. So the same material, feels almost like a lightweight jersey material here, and then the inside has the same perforation. It's kind of hard to see on the black probably, but then the material is different on the thumb than the rest of it. So I just measured my hand. I always wear large and Rapha gloves, so it's consistent. The size is true, fits really well, easy to get on. And this will go with everything. You can see it just, you put it on and it's like you're wearing nothing. In fact, when I put it on, it's almost like the AC in here is not really even blowing, but the material feels cool to the skin. So I don't know if they treated it with something. I'm going to go back and read, but I don't know why it feels so cool against the skin. So that's always a plus, right, in the heat. These are designed for riding in hot, humid weather. And they're designed with no padding in there. It's just the material. I mean, I don't like padded gloves anyway, so they're perfect for me. You feel like you're just riding bare hands. And I'm one of those riders that prefer riding bare hands. But with a group, I'd much rather put on some gloves just in case. And so these are kind of nice for that purpose. So they definitely fit the bill. I'm glad that I waited to get these because I've tried all kinds of gloves out there. They don't all meet the snuff. So I wanted to share that with you guys. They're called the Rapha Pro Team gloves or Pro Team mitts. And they're currently on sale. This is not on sale. The black is not on sale. And so the black sells for $75, about the price of a jersey. The red was on sale for 30% off, so I paid $55. I had those vouchers, so I got all of them, but I would have bought them with money. And the vouchers were money. I had just returned jerseys. I needed to use them up before they expired anyway. But I got things that I needed in my cycling wardrobe. I don't just get stuff to be getting them. So you gotta, if you're serious about this sport, you gotta bite the bullet and get the good stuff because they last. The little details I talked about on these gloves make a difference, because look at your current gloves and look at how the fingers kind of fold back and those two middle fingers. That's why Rapha did those changes. It's those little things they've been doing over the years. That's why this year they revamped the entire lightweight line. They call it flyweight. And I showed you in the other thing that I did a review. If you haven't seen it, it's on the channel for the Cuppy flyweight jersey, how they reinforce the pockets. I'm sure anybody who's been riding for any length of time can understand that when you put things in some of the pockets over time, if they're not done well, the seams and the stitching and the fabric stretches and so forth. So that's why I stay, this is a Santini made jersey. I stay with Santini, Castelli, Rapha, and I used to have like Jordana and other things, but I stay with the top guys because just less headaches. There's a lot of pretenders out there, but I stay with the top guys. So that's what I wanted to share with you guys today. And those of you who live in hot climates, bite the bullet, get these. As I stand here right now, all in black with these black gloves, I feel the air. It's almost like the fabric is designed to just feel cool against your skin. It feels like I'm wearing a hand screen. For those of you who wear arm screens and leg screens to keep the sun off, these would qualify as hand screen material. That's what they feel like. That's exactly what they feel like. Because when you put on those arm screens from Rapha, they feel cool against the skin. And I can feel, as I do my hand like this, I feel the air. I'm just standing here doing this and I feel the air touching my palm on both sides, inside and outside, as I fan like this, like I'm wearing no gloves. So the gloves are not blocking anything. That tells me these are going to work great. So with that, I'm going to end this and say, no matter what, get out there, get your miles in.